We are at the 78th Annual Convention of the American Bell Association in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Actually, Mars, Pennsylvania. And the collection that we're going to look at is Ukrainian bells. It's 2024 right now, and a little over a dozen years ago, one of our members made contact with a group of artists in the Ukraine, and I'm going to read you a little bit of the story. For some years, Ukrainian collectors who had been collecting bells for more than 6 years, and longtime family friend, a Ukrainian collector now living in Spain, but who still often visited Ukraine, considered making their own bells. They were not pioneers in this regard, as for a number of years there had already been new bells on the market from Russian producers, and also many machine-copied and mass-produced dark patinaed bells made in China for Russian sellers. Their desire was to have a collection of original bronze bells depicting well-known people, historical figures, literary figures, artistic works, and genre characters. They had no wish merely to copy the work of other bell makers, as it was too simple to just repeat their experiments. They therefore decided to make something special and more original. And original and different they are. Let me give you an overview of these bronze bells. And let's start up here. Dolly, the artist, on an egg with a bird on his shoulder. The nun sitting on the chair, resting. Look at the detailing. They did such fine work. This is the Marguerite dress. Look at the shoes. And the Marguerite owls. Let's look closer. And the little pups, the kids in the back. And here's the winemaker this one is called. Does anybody recognize his face? That's Gerard Depardieu. And if I'm not mistaken, let me pick him up. You can hear the deep sound. These are heavy. And that's a barrel of grapes. Normally, we're not allowed to touch the bells in these private collections, but I've been given permission to do this as long as I'm very careful. The white rabbit. Cardinal Richelieu. Look at his hand. Rasputin. Rasputin. If you don't know the story, you need to read that. And he's got a heart. Didn't know he had a heart. And what have we got down here? King Lear. Oh, the agony, the pain. Look at this magnificent piece. It's General Alex Suvorov on his trusty steed with his cape sweeping out behind him in the back, and the soldiers. And what have we got down here? Some other piece of armament. I'm going to try to pick him up. I can just imagine. Oh my goodness, this is heavy. And the sound lets you know it's solid bronze. And Winston Churchill. could also almost talk to him, couldn't you? Joan of Arc. Leprechaun. With his little pot of gold. And what's he holding? A pipe. And Infanta Margarita. The collector who owns these pieces has many, many more. But what he's done is put together a list of all the pieces that these artists made and when they were made and the measurements and the price in US dollars at that time and distinguishing characteristics or things to know. I have several of these also, and we cherish them because these artists, we're not in contact with them anymore ever since Ukraine was invaded 2 years ago. We don't know where they are or what they're doing, but they've left an incredible, incredible legacy, and we are so grateful to have them. And we're very grateful for you watching these. And if you are a bell collector or have some bells, seek us out, become a part of us. We have these meetings once a year, and there's a lot of local meetings. Just go to AmericanBell.org and find out more. Thank you.